Last week I showed you how I made these adorable honeycomb bee jewelries and pendants and keychains with UV resin. And this week we're going to try something totally different. We're going to combine two different mediums and create a picture using watercolor and resin. I love the fused glass look. And I'd love to try fused glass someday, but that's not happening right now. So I'm gonna try to experiment with this concept using UV resin. I'm gonna attempt to make a little heart garden picture. I don't know, we'll see how it turns out. Let's get started. Before we get started on the UV resin part, I'm just going to practice watercoloring a little whimsical garden. So I'm just taking the only watercolor set I have to my name and coming up with maybe what looks like little bits of grass and blades, and then what could possibly be like the stems of flowers. Just let your imagination go wild. Don't worry about how it looks so much. This is just going to be the backdrop for our little resin pieces we're gonna create, which I've never done before either. So this is all an experiment. Like I said, I am no watercolor expert, as you can see. So this is my practice piece. So I'm gonna just continue working on this, and then we're gonna get busy with our resin. But I just wanted to give you a little idea of how you can just easily make the background. And this could be a card, or you could frame it, or whatever. I hope this turns out as cute as in my imagination hopes it will turn out. A lot of that's gonna depend on our resin. And there is my practice piece, and here is my finished piece. I'll put gloves on for now anyway. And if you need a respirator, don't forget to wear that. This resin doesn't stink or bother me, but it doesn't mean it doesn't put off any fumes, so your call, but I would recommend wearing something. All right, I got this really cool mold, and I will link in the description anything I use. If I have links, I'll link it down below for you. But for now, this is what we're working with. I think these little ones are gonna be the right size. I'm gonna do Let's Resin UV Clear Hard Tight. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just go ahead and put a little bit of clear resin in the bottom. So I think on this one, I'm just gonna try some of these little mica flakes. They're so gorgeous. I put some in there. I'm gonna do this in layers. That's the problem with working with UV resin. You have to worry about it. The UV rays getting through to cure the resin, but it's so quick and easy. It's sometimes fun for these projects. Let's go ahead and put this under the UV lamp for a little bit. I think I'm gonna do 90 seconds, and we'll start with that and see what happens. At the bottom of this bag, there's a lot of little ones. Ooh, I might have to get to those. That might work better in these little hearts. All right, so that was 90 seconds. Let's take a look and see. Oh yeah, nice and hard. Okay, I'm gonna top these off with some resin. I'm gonna do a little bit of clear, and I might back coat it with a color or a mica since it's going on a white page. I'm not too worried about bubbles in this because you're not gonna really tell, and I don't think it matters too much. I'm gonna cure that for another 90 seconds. I have about 3 different UV lamps, and this one's my favorite. It even comes with a magnetic bottom so you can reflect the light up. It's just kind of a pain when you're doing this sort of thing, so I'm not using it. Okay, I think I'm gonna coat the back of this with some chameleon powder. Like I said, this is an experiment. We'll improve as we go to see which one we like the look of for our little whimsical garden. So once these get done, we'll pop them out. We'll see what they look like from the front, and then we'll try some other techniques. We'll add some other things. Oh my gosh, you guys. That looks better than I expected. That's so pretty. We might not even have to come up with another technique. Look how beautiful that is. That's not bad for our first try. So these are just alcohol wipes. These really come in handy when you're working with epoxy resin. Let me tell you, I use these all the time to get the resin off my hands while I continue working it. Let's go for it again. And this time I might try some of the chameleon powder interference blue on the back. See what that does for us. Now we're going to top it off with some more clear UV resin. I'm curious if it'll pick up on the blues and the little flakes. They pop right out of this mold. Ooh, the blue ones are really pretty too. Depending on what mica powder you put on the back really dictates the whole overall color. Because here's our first ones. Here's our second ones. And the only difference was the pigments that we put in the back. Kind of curious about this glitter. I think we'll try that next. Put some clear down. You could do this with butterflies or anything, but I thought since it's the month of love coming up, we ought to do a little garden with heart flowers in it. They're clingy and tiny. Let's cure that for 90 seconds. All right, here we go. Maybe we'll try spicy cocktail. This is another of that same packet I got of the chameleon powders. I can link this below for you. They're all so pretty. Hopefully this is the right choice. This is browner than I thought it was going to be. All right, let's see what we've got here. Oh, those turned out really pretty. So sparkly. So that was the other glitter. It's called Shattered Glass. It's by a small local company. I don't know if they still are in business. I can find out for you though. Why don't we try some with some ink? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a clear layer in. Now I'm gonna drop a little bit of resin dye in there. Actually, I think I'll go ahead and put this in that little bit of resin that I had mixed. Now this is a real transparent dye. This is made for UV resin or epoxy resin. Might as well add some more glitters in there. Now that I've got all of my hearts made, it's time to move on over to combine the two mediums together. So what I've done is I've taken a wood cradle board that I would normally paint on or resin on the other side, but I flipped it over, painted it white, and now I'm going to put some Mod Podge down so that I can adhere my watercolor paper and painting to the inset of this board. And from there we'll continue on adding our hearts and making our little Valentine's garden. But before we get started, I'm going to add a little extra spice with some glitter glue and make those flowers pop. Now that I've decided on where to place my flowers, I just take some E7000 glue and dab those down. And I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments below and if this is something you would try. And in the next video, we're going to continue with our month of love and make these adorable Highland Cow Valentine coasters. Just wait. Happy creating, everyone. See you next time.